Hello? Can you hear me now? Is that working? Okay. Hey, now can everybody hear me? Thank you very much. We had some technical difficulties, but I'm back, baby. So thank you for tuning in to episode 32 of Sippin and Trippin, the podcast. Um, y'all gotta give me a minute. I am going to be like everywhere probably in this podcast because like I'm still trying to get myself together. I just landed yesterday night at like 9 p.m. Got home and right back into mommy mode, back up, dropping kids off, came to work. I came to work a full day, got off about I don't know 5:30, then had to shoot over to the field to go coach my last football practice, and then we also had a parents against children or little motherfuckers as I call them um, scrimmage. And the great thing about that was that, hey, Martha, thank you for tuning in, Eminem. And yes, I'm back in one piece. And unmarried, okay, from Vegas. Don't do that, y'all. That's bad for your health. But a bitch need it right now. And I just, you know what? We just had to go. But that's it. No more. But yeah, so we just finished up a scrimmage game across the street for my flag football team. It was my last practice as a coach. We got one more game coming up this Saturday in Downers Grove. That's our little like Super Bowl for the kids. But it was pretty awesome because I actually had my son who is on the varsity team at his high school. He came over with about like I don't know. I think it was like 6 or 7 of his high school buddies that came and played on the parent side, against these little kids and stuff. And we had a great time. I don't know who had more fun, whether it was the high schoolers or my little children out there, but we had a good time. Um, but then I had to leave there and shoot back here to do the freaking show. So I'm here, but again, like I said, my mind might be here and there and everywhere. Hopefully, you guys are having a great week. Oh, I need a moment. Let me salute to y'all for tuning in on a Thursday. I know it's an off day for my normal Wednesday. It's Friday Eve, as they say. So hopefully you're enjoying the week. It's almost the weekend, y'all, and the weather is about to turn around and be back in the 70s. I'm happy for that because when I arrived yesterday, shit, it was cold in the room, like it was cold. And we back to the number one, baby. Tonight I had to go and get me some brown because whoo, I took this little vacation. So part of the podcast that we're doing today is my Vegas trip. You know what, Maurice, my producer, he all like just hyping it up, which I love. Did y'all check out the little commercial? I know I did not get a chance to post it, and I'm sorry. I was just been hella busy. I understand why companies and people like hire people to do their social media because like to try to keep up with that. I'm trying to keep up with the hair salon, Cutting Edge 54 salon, hello Oak Grove Village. And just trying to keep up with all of that. Like, yo, like, man, that's just time consuming. Like to try to post here and post there and post this and make it relevant and all of that. Like, that's a job in itself. So I used to talk a whole hell of shit like, why you gotta hire somebody to do your social media? Why you gotta hire to do all of that? Man, look, that when you got 2 jobs, children, a family, and still trying to post on social media and do all of that, I didn't. I didn't promote the commercial, and I'm sorry, but you know what? It was out there. Hopefully, y'all tuned in and seen it and are doing the thing. But yeah, so I did take a trip to Vegas. It was not really, I think we planned it about a month ago. It was really short notice and just like I know I needed to take a trip because like as a mom and everything that I had going on, I was like being grouchy. I was like, just, whatever. It was becoming not overwhelming, but just like I needed a break. So, and it just, like my spirit people be watching out for me because I was just having these thoughts. And then my homegirl, Maria, with her husband, Darren, who they actually went on the trip with me to Mardi Gras. She had texted me one day and was just like, yo, we're thinking about going to Vegas. Do you know like things to do other than gambling? Because we don't gamble. I said, shoot, bitch, we taking a trip to Vegas? Because, like, you know what I'm saying? I need to go and get away too. So I think she texted me like close to noon. By like 3:30 that afternoon, we were locked and loaded, and confirmations were put, and like we had set the trip up. I wasn't sure if I was gonna go because I'm like, I'm not gonna pay no $600-700 to go to no Vegas on the spur of the moment type of thing. But I could not take it. Like my eyes, granted that I flew Spirit. You already know how Spirit is, but with 3 nights, so 4 days, 3 nights, I stayed at the Luxor. I flew on Spirit round trip. Do you know how much they told me that shit was? I had to pay at the moment 388. I mean 288. So two out of 288, you telling me I can go round trip and have 3 nights at this little hotel for 388 or 288? Locked and loaded. We charge it. We gone. I'm out. Granted that when I did get to the hotel, I had to pay the resort fee or whatever they call that fee, fees on top of fees on top of fees. So I did have to pay like $120. But still, for $400, I done left for 4 days. Well, it's really like 3 days because that last day I don't count. And I had really good flights going and coming. So like I think I arrived on Sunday. I left here at like, I think it was like 6 a.m. I arrived down in Vegas at like 8:30 a.m. So I had the whole day Sunday. I know there's a lot of people that probably don't like to take them early morning flights, but when I'm going, I like to take them early morning flights. I don't care if I can't check in or none of that shit. Because you know what? I can check in my bag. I can still roam around, do some shit. Then that's exactly what I did. I arrived at 8 o'clock or 8:30. I didn't check in the bag. I just had me in my little backpack carry on. You feel me? I don't know how I packed all that shit in there, but I packed it in a backpack and I left. Actually, I didn't have to even call an Uber. Like, you know what? There's so many signs that like tell me, bitch, you gotta go. You had to go on this trip because I actually had one of my clients, older lady, one of my clients was like, no, Jess, don't call no Uber. I'm gonna drop you off. All of this and this and that. This lady picked me up at 3:30 in the morning, dropped me off at the airport at 4 a.m. Just know that when she come back to get her hair done, that one's on the house. Don't worry. I got you, lady. That one's on the house because you did me that favor. But I didn't have to worry about no lift trying to pick me up and all of that. I tried to give her money to equal out what I was going to pay for the lift. She said, no, no, no. So I'm just going to do her hair on the house. The next time she come in and get her hair done, that's on me because it would be about the same price. I was just appreciative because I didn't have to, like, trying to find the Uber at 3:30 in the morning. No. But look, I don't know why people think I'm crazy. I'm not gonna go out there and rah rah and wild out and lose my shit. Like I still had to like come home, but I did have a great time. It was a much needed trip. When I arrived there, I went to the hotel. I checked in. They gave me a little card just so I can go to the pool area. So I did that. I went and got me something to eat. I walked around a little bit to see kind of where, because them hotels is big as hell, like big. So I walked around, seen some shops, seen where stuff was at. So I kind of have an idea of where, what, and you want to like explore and see where stuff is at, right? And those places are big. If y'all follow me on Snapchat, I was trying to like post pictures and videos and stuff like that. If you're not following me on Snapchat, it's Stylish Jekka. Y'all can follow me on there. Follow Instagram also. Sippin N Trippin podcast or Just the Best 79 on Instagram. I be trying to post on there. Sorry, I was trying to see a message that came through, which I don't really care about. But yeah, so I actually ended up just going to the pool that first day. My girlfriend and her husband weren't showing up until like 2 o'clock that afternoon or 2:30 something like that. That's when their flight was in. So I had all them hours to just roam around and do me. So that's exactly what I did. I think I got to the pool like around 11. And I sat there, bought me a drink. I just laid out. That sun was hot. If y'all see, like, I got a little tan going on. You feel me? You feel me? You feel me? I got a little color. My little last tan before this summer. I'm sorry. My little last tan before the summer goes away. And then we end up with this winter which I am not a fan of. So that's back in action. And y'all, I guess y'all had like a little snowfall that Monday or whatever, this past Monday, which I was happy I wasn't in town because it was really, really cold. But and I'm happy that it's gonna be like really nice this weekend. So I just hope it stick around just a little longer because the inevitable is coming of those 10-degree days and snow and ice and all of that ugly stuff that y'all people be counting down. I don't like y'all. Whoever liked this weather, I don't like y'all. I don't like the hoodies, and I mean it's comfortable right now. Like tonight was nice while we were out there. You just had to have a hoodie. You were comfortable. But the other day, like I went, like last Friday, I went to my oldest son football game. I wasn't playing that shit. It was cold, and then it was raining the whole game. I put my little one wanted to go to that damn game. Do you understand that I put his snow boots on? He had joggers. He had a snow pants on. He had a hoodie. I put him his winter coat, a hat. You think I have my winter boots on, joggers, leggings under my joggers, my winter coat. The only thing I needed was a hat and a scarf. I would have been straight. And I had to have an umbrella because, of course, it had to rain the whole damn game. They lost that game, but they still making it to the playoffs. So salute to them. They got one more game tomorrow. And if they win that one, then I think they're going to have like home advantage when they go to the playoffs, but we don't know yet when or who they playing. That's going to happen on Saturday or some shit. I didn't know high school football. They're going to do like a live telecast of like where everybody ranked and who's playing who and all of that stuff. So that's exciting. I'm going to do that, I think, as a parent. And I've been following my kids and stuff. As much as I don't want to go, sorry, son, if you're watching this, but I am going to go because I have a party to that day, or somebody's birthday party that day. And I'm going to sacrifice and just show up at the party late, but I'm still going to go because that's what a parent does. And that's why I needed this vacation, because adulting sucks. Like adulting fucking sucks. That's just my opinion. I don't know if y'all agree or disagree. I be telling all my little people, all my little teenagers that I know, like, enjoy this shit. Enjoy being a child, because being an adult sucks. I mean, it has its advantages, but it sucks. All right, so back to this Vegas trip. So let me tell y'all. So I didn't do nothing crazy, okay, which everybody probably thinks I went out there, rah, rah, and all that, right? No, I did not. Just a little bit, but not really. So, what did I do? I'm trying to think. Look, I was trying to think earlier what we even ate that day, the first day. I can't even think I know what I ate when I first got there. I had so this trip, I will say, like, I indulged in some food only because, like, not that we don't eat, but like, so some of the friends that I've gone to before to Vegas, the majority of the time you go to Vegas, you want some rah rah shit. And like, I got people that be like, you know what? We drinking, we doing other shit. Team, no food, no sleep. We out here. I be like, hold on, a bitch gotta eat. So I be singing away, like, they over there on some rah rah. I be like, oh, let me get a cheeseburger with some fries and, just put in this bag over here so they don't see me. I'm eating in the corner. I gotta eat. I'm sorry. Y'all can do all of that, not eating. I'm gonna eat. But anyways, so they be on that shit, and that's cool. But this trip, we was just out here just trying to relax. This was their first time in Vegas. So they kind of wanted to see, like, what the strip was. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I told her, like, instead of getting an Airbnb where we can sit and do our own thing, like, nah, you got to stay on the strip the first time. And I've never stayed. I don't even know if it's the north or the south. I'm going to say the south end of the strip, the main strip. So that was down, we stayed at the Luxor. So that was down by Mandalay Bay, Excalibur's, New York, MGM. Like, we stayed on that side. I've never really stayed that far south. We've always been like Harris and going north, going towards downtown, which is like the Fremont area. So that was the first time we stayed down there, which was nice because I was never able. So all these other trips, when you be on some rah-rah shit, like, I ain't trying to go out during the day and like look at hotels and look at the little shop. We just be trying to drink. We get up by like noon, maybe get some food, hit by the pool, and then we back out for the night. You know what I'm saying? But Like I've been to Vegas, what, 2 years ago, but it was still COVID and you couldn't really get out. So they had their own little, whole little thing going on. But I will say this was a trip for food. I ate me some good food. I would say for the most part. Places that I've never tasted. Like we went to what was that place called? I think Hash a Go Go in the Links Hotel. If y'all ever go there, because when I tell you they got, like, I don't know if y'all seen the pictures, but I ordered a burger, some type of burger. I couldn't even tell you what it was. But when they served it to me, that motherfucker had a whole knife just sitting in the middle of the burger. Like, the fuck? And they held it. It wasn't moving. I done shook the plate and it. That's how much meat it had. It just stayed in the middle of the freaking burger. But it was great. Their drinks were great. One drink. Granted that you were able to take the cup home, but my had some watermelon vodka. Or I had Don Julio in there. So I upgraded to Don Julio because I don't know what other shit they were putting in there. But that one drink was like $35. But you were able to keep the cup, which I allowed my girlfriend to keep the cup so that they can have a pair at their house because I don't really care for that shit. If my girlfriend will tell you all the time, like, I don't buy souvenirs. I don't come back with no, oh, let me get a keychain for people. I don't do none of that shit. I don't believe in souvenirs unless they have something that they really wanted or looking for or whatever. But like, I didn't buy no shirts for nobody, for my kids, none of that shit. First off, I didn't have no space in my little backpack for none of that shit. I barely had space for myself. So I think I brought back a cup. And that's because I bought it at the pool the first day because I did not bring my drinking tumbler cup thing. So I paid for a double shot of Tito's with soda and lemon. And I got the big cup, which was, I think it was like maybe a triple shot because that motherfucker was strong, I will say. And then, you got to be nice to the bartenders, like, hey, how you doing? You right? But anyways, I can taste, like, I like a drink where I can taste the alcohol a little bit. So I ordered that one. Do you know, just with that cup and the drink, you know how much that motherfucker cost me? That thing cost me $30, not including the tip. So I had to tip him in case I came back. And so he can give me like either more liquor or the same amount of liquor or whatever, which I didn't because by that time I was overheated. I needed it. My room was early. So that's why I don't mind checking in early because checking wasn't until 3 p.m. And they text me. So it's all like new and improved, right? So they text me when my room was ready. And then my room was ready at like noon, which was great. But I didn't go up into the room until like 1. And the reason I did go up into the room was like, because my phone battery was like 8%. And I'm not going to be sitting by a wall. I just went to the room. But it was great to have the room all by myself. I had and my view, like, so when I walked outside of my room, it was literally like the lobby of the hotel. So I had like this, because it's a pyramid. The Luxor is a pyramid. So what do you call them, little pharaoh looking people? Like when I walked out, that's what it was looking. So it was a nice little view when I came out. My girlfriend had like a wall. And then you looked out the window. So in the Luxor at the front of the hotel, there's this like Egyptian looking animal in the front. So when I looked out my window, like I seen ass. So I can't say that I went to Vegas and I seen a whole lot of ass because every time I looked out the window, it was somebody's booty in my face. So that was that trip. People get to knocking on my door and stuff, and I think they were trying to go to the Chinese place. But I don't know. I mean, I should have asked y'all, like, if there was places that y'all can recommend to go eat at. We did try the buffet at the hotel. Buffet. I don't know the appropriate pronunciation to that word. I say buffet. I'm always getting corrected and people telling me is buffet. Buffet, whatever, buffet. We went to the buffet down there and had breakfast. It wasn't cheap. I think it was like $30 a person. But everything, like every freaking meal was $20. Like it wasn't no less than $20. And then if you add a drink to it, like you pay him $30, $40 for every freaking meal. So we actually did, like, by the time we got up the next day, it was like, damn, I'm trying to think. I think it was like, I don't know, for 3 of us, it was like $100. So, but what did we do the first night? See, I have no, I'm trying to think here. Hold on. So the first night, I think we just walked around. We took the little, they had like a little, that hotel has like a little tram thing that takes you to Landolin Bay to Excalibur. So I think we walked around that very first. Oh, I know what we did that night. That's probably the reason I can't remember shit. Okay, so we ended up getting ready and we left to the dispensary. That was our first trip. So we went to the dispensary. I think it's called the Grove. And like I buy edibles out here, from like my street pharmacist or whatever, right? And trying to still support the small businesses. But baby, let me tell you, we went to that dispensary and they had a special going on in the gummies, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't smoke that stuff. I eat it though. And they had a sale going on. So you buy 4 for 80, right? The little gummy things. And they had, they had a whole bunch you can pick from. And even chocolate flavored. Like chocolate and peanut butter. Like, hold on, chocolate and peanut butter. Woo! Look. Okay, look. So, and then they had some like cookie brownie looking things over there. And then, other stuff that they have. Look. I need a moment because it's all starting to come back to me now. So we did the gummies. We bought the gummies. We went to the store. So like that's the first thing you got to do when you go to Vegas, right? You got to go to the store, grab your essentials, as in like alcohol, you know what I'm saying, and drinks and snacks and stuff that you need for the room. So we did that, and then we Ubered back to the hotel. So we popped the gummy. They're only 10 milligrams. Do you understand that I was straight. I didn't need no liquor, but I drank. But I didn't need no liquor because, Lord, let me tell you, them things I didn't think it was going to do me like that. I didn't think so. But let me tell you, when I was on that Amtrans, I was like, whoa. But I you know what I do like about gummies is that it doesn't go to your head. It just gives you like a body relaxation. So that's why I do gummies. So when they tell you, I was just like, oh, okay. I even had me like a little laugh attack because the people I was with was cracking me up and we cracking jokes. And, I'm talking shit. And we people watching like a motherfucker. Look, I heard this white man say, this is me being good. Every time I come to Vegas, I get with hookers. And I was just walking down the street when I heard this conversation. I kind of wanted let me keep following them because, my little nosy stuff. Let me try to hear what you're talking about. But when I tell you, like, if you ever go to Vegas, you know what? It makes me want to go to a dispensary here. But like when I tell you, like, I'm all about my sales and shit. So when they told me 4 for 80, what? Okay, let's do it. But you know what made me nervous is that when I was coming back, I ain't finished it all, of course. And so when I was coming back, I'm like, oh, I don't have a check bag. I got to put this in my backpack. So I'm not promoting none of this shit, to do, or I don't know if it was legal or illegal or whatever the fuck. I wasn't going to leave it in the room. I took that shit with me, but I made it to security and I ain't go to jail. I don't know if it's legal or not, but it's back with me. So if y'all see me for the next couple of days, like, just know that I am okay. I am okay. But yeah, that's what we did the first night. And we just kind of walked around. But by the time you on the airplane, I already have been at the pool. I was already, we had some burger from some grill joint. I don't know if it was because of the mindset we was in, but I would say all three of us ordered basically like the same burger. And then we had me some so there's not a lot of places out here. I don't know if y'all know any places that serve fried green beans, but that should be banging, like fried green beans. So this place had fried green beans. So trust me, I ordered them fried green beans. Banging. So again, I don't know if it was the condition I was in, but we all said that burger was banging. Like it was so good. We ordered just water. I just need water and a burger. We good. So we did that. And then it was only so you got to think, Vegas is 2 hours behind. Our bodies are still stuck on Chicago time. So it being like midnight there, it's 2:00 in the morning here. So when I tell you, look, you go out with me after a certain time, and depending on what I do that day, by 10 o'clock, I'm yawning. I'm yawning. I'm still gonna be out, But I'm gonna give you a few yawns in between all of that shit. And you know the other great thing about Vegas? They got bathrooms everywhere. And if you've been following my podcast, and if you know me in real life, you know that my friends call me Pissy Elliott. Yes, because I use the bathroom. I think I got a small bladder, and I got a story on that one. So I have a small bladder, and I just gotta pee everywhere, everywhere. And then if I'm drinking, oh my god, even worse. So guess what? All them hotels, there's a bathroom every time, every 10 feet. Boom, bathroom, boom, bathroom, boom, bathroom. So I was in heaven. I'm like, I ain't gotta wait, I ain't gotta hold it, I ain't gotta dance, I ain't gotta do none of that shit. I was like, woo, to the bathroom. But okay, so talking about being jealous about, well, I wasn't jealous about nobody's pee, but so I'm at the pool, right? And then I'm like, oh, I gotta pee. So please, people, don't pee in the pool. And then now that like they be talking about like having all that like that dye. So I seen like a little thing on social media where like if you pee in the pool, it'll turn the water around you blue. I'm like, that's the last thing I need is to be in a pool and that shit turn blue. Like, no. But so I go to the bathroom, right? I go pee, do my little, whatever. This lady get in the stall next to me. Not that I'm trying to hear what she got to say or what she's trying to do, but you can't help it if you're sitting in the bathroom and it's quiet, right? Do you understand? This lady started peeing and peeing and peeing some more. And she peed like for 4 people. I was just like, I sat in the stool next to her, like I was done, but I just sat there listening to her pee, just pee. Like these are the little things that fascinate me, right? So I'm sitting there and I was like jealous of her fucking bladder. Like, how in the hell were you able to like contain that much liquid in one setting? Like, I would never, I would have peed on myself. If I would have been holding the amount of liquid that she let out, I would have peed on myself. Everybody would have been mad. I would have been mad at myself. But I was in the bathroom stall like, I'm kind of mad that I didn't get that size bladder because I would have been good. I was a little low key jealous of her bladder. I think I was just born with a small bladder. That's why when you see me end the show really quick, that means I got to go. Unless y'all gonna be like, hold on, I gotta go, and then we're gonna have to create some commercials or some shit when I gotta go. But yeah, so them edibles kind of like. So let me just say, so since we got them edibles, the rest of the trip was Gucci. So don't get me wrong, we did drink. We did indulge in some of them drinks that they had. Of course, my girlfriend had to get that little long little glass or whatever, which is just all sugar. But they did make it strong. But it's like that bottom shelf type of shit, which that shit gave me heartburn. I don't know. I'm bougie now. I can't drink certain things. But the second day we did breakfast and then we just sat by the pool, got some more sun, knocked out for a little bit because we was tired. Of course, we did a little bit more edibles, what I'm saying? So we was in our own little zone. But I think that night we ended up going to Fremont Street. So if anybody's been to Vegas, you already know what Fremont's about. So we did see some booty shaking. We done seen some mans, in their little buff shoulders and abs and stuff. We seen them showgirls taking pictures with everybody. What I didn't see too much was like my break dancers. I didn't see much of that. They had some like Jamaican dudes playing their little things. They had some drummer boys. I didn't see a lot of dancers though, or like even Michael Jackson's, or I did see a fat. I shouldn't say that. I seen a bigger, oversized Spider-Man. But I didn't see that many street performers as there were in the past. I mean, there was this bigger girl like trying to shake her booty or whatever, and like I don't not like make your money how you need to make your money is cool. To me, whether you big or not or whatever, like there's a level of taste that you got to keep. I mean, she was making her money, so I'm not gonna hate, but like not everybody want to see all that. Even with the little girls, they'd be like, leave some. But anyways, other than that, there just wasn't as many street performers. We did go to a bar that was on Fremont Street that I know we visited before. So like, if you go to Fremont Street, And let me put a disclaimer. So I know there was like tell all, and there's some things about this trip that I am not gonna talk about. Yeah, I like my friends will know, my girlfriend knows, and her husband know what I did. But I'm not gonna tell you everything that I did, because at the end of the day, my children still do watch my show. So like, I ain't gonna tell you everything. Y'all ain't finna judge me. I just leave it at that. But anyways, we did go to this bar. They had all these like little lights all over the place. Everything is like lit up, and like, they had all these, like, the whole ceiling was just lit up on all these little lights. So that was like, pretty cool. The DJ was all right. I wish he would have played some like house music, which I did ask him to play. And I guess some of these DJs, like, it must get annoying when somebody comes and says, "Hey, can you play this song?" But like, if nobody's on the dance floor with whatever music if you've done, to me as a DJ, and granted that I am not a DJ, but if you're a DJ, right? And I know that you have to have some type of planning. And if you done played 3 or 4 songs and ain't nobody dancing, like, they ain't even like, I call it the fat girl dance, where you just like kind of bouncing around in your little seat and stuff. Like, if you ain't, hey, that's my shit. If you're not even doing that and you played 3 or 4 songs, like, don't you think it's time to change the genre of the shit that you're playing? Like, that's just my advice. I mean, I don't know. Again, I'm not a DJ, but I just like, if you're DJing and you're at a club or a bar, you want people to groove, right? So that was just my only thing. The music was decent, but it didn't make a bitch go like, "What? That's my shit. Let me," like, I tried. I told them some songs to play, but so we ended up leaving there. We walked around a little bit more, but again, like, we still stuck in Chicago, so it's like 1:30 in the morning. Here it's 3:30 in the morning. I'm like, a bitch is tired. Either I'm getting really old, or like, I can't hang no more. So we went back to the hotel. I went to sleep. I'm gonna end that night there. I won't tell you what happened afterwards. Y'all ain't gonna get that out of me. I'm just saying. That was day 2. And when I tell you that I feel like an old lady, I feel like, I mean, are there other bars on Fremont Street? Because you know what I did forget? There was I think it's on the side of the streets. There was a bar that I remember we went to, and I just thought about it now. Where like, it was almost kind of like a cowboy bar. Does anybody know what that name? I don't know if it's a Coyote Ugly. I know they have a Coyote Ugly on the strip, but I think there was one something similar to that on Fremont Street, and I can't remember. I can't remember. But I remember me and my girlfriends had went there one time, and they like were like dancing on the bar, and they would give you a shot, or you dance on the bar and they give you a shot, some shit like that. I can't. My memory ain't that good. I really have a horrible memory. That is horrible. What do you take for a horrible memory? Ginseng, is that what it is? I need to take some ginseng or some shit. Can I pour ginseng in my Hennessy? Will that help me not be an old lady? Because I feel like my brain is an old lady, but my face ain't. Oh, did y'all see my eyebrows? Look, do you see? So I got my eyebrows tinted by Yesenia. So she is no longer here at Cutting Edge, but she did move over to my nephew's barbershop, where we did hold the last oh, that reminds me. So where we did the last show at Excel Barbershop number 2, over in Warrenville. If y'all haven't checked them out, check them out. Excel Barber Studio. This was my parting gift from that show. See, pay me in alcohol. I'll come do, you know what I'm saying? You got alcohol. I take link. I take alcohol. I'll take a good meal. Like, you want me to come and do a show? You want to sponsor some shows? Hey, it ain't always got to be cash. I'm just saying, the groceries expensive right now. I'll take me some link. You know what I'm saying? 4 for $80. What's up? You know what I'm saying? But so I did. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna take them. Time out, because we haven't been able to post it. And if y'all watched did y'all watch the last episode? Did y'all watch the last episode? Again, because Halloween is coming, and you know what? The fucked up part is that this Saturday, the party that I'm going to, her birthday party, my new BFF, she says, She's having her 40th birthday party and she's doing it at her house and it's a Halloween party. So like you have the option to dress up. Like I don't like going to a Halloween party and not dress up. Like I'm gonna dress up. But I haven't even been able. I hope she don't watch this show. I haven't even been able to find me a freaking costume yet. I don't even know. We might have to do an old school sheet with the eyeballs cut out and be like, woo, I'm a ghost. But speaking of the little hollow, so if you haven't caught the last episode, go back on the Sippin N Trippin page or go on B-Side Studios YouTube channel and you can replay that show. So we was sitting here talking some spooky stories and places to go that are haunted and reasons why I don't get hit in the eye like Halloween and shit. So I told my nephews that they do not scare me. But what did they do? They scared me. So my nephew, so everybody was, so if y'all didn't watch, there's a part of the show that the lights flickered. And we was like talking and I'm watching everybody because everybody behind the camera, right? So I'm watching everybody. He was slick because I didn't catch him. Even with my little Chinese eyes and I have good peripheral vision and shit, I didn't catch it. But his ass got me. He done flickered the lights 2 times. Do you understand that I would look, if that shit would have flickered one more time, I almost got up and I would have walked off the fucking camera. I'm out. I'm done. I'll pick up my shit tomorrow. I'm in the car. Deuces to y'all. Really, I wanted to be like this. And I'm out. Like, I don't play that shit. So, after the show ended, which I will actually post the video probably tomorrow or Saturday, so they got cameras in that barbershop, you feel me? So I said, play that shit back. I want to see the cameras. And sure enough, Mr. Juju sat there flickering. Talking about, I ain't do nothing. I'm carrying that. He don't blame the baby. Kind of dad as you. Blaming the baby. I'm holding the baby. I couldn't do nothing. Liars. But you know what? That did scare the shit out of me. I'm telling you, like, I felt like someone was crawling up my back. Like when you just get scared, you feel the creepy crawlies. Like, no. I was so ready to get up and walk out of that damn show. I'm sorry. I held it down because I'm like, you know what? And I watched it back and I see my face like, ooh, I ain't going. But yeah, so if y'all see my eyebrows, so what she did wax them. She waxed my little lip. She did my little nostrils and stuff. And then she tinted them. So like this is not I mean, I think I got good eyebrows anyway. But it's temporary. So she tinted them down or whatever. She tinted them. And so make it look like I done did it with, how y'all be doing it with the pencil. I'm not a makeup person, so I ain't gonna do it when I don't care. So she did it and I said, oh, look at this. So if y'all want to find her, she's Yesenia. I'll tag her, but she's over down in the Warrenville location. She can hook you up on some waxing. She does custom facials. She gets you together. She does perms on your eyelashes, all of that shit. Go check her out. And go check out Excel Barber Studio. It's beautiful in there. It's beautiful. But yeah, so I'm gonna share that video that we caught my nephew Juju, who's supposed to be my tech guy, who's supposed to have my back. I feel betrayed a little bit, just a little bit. But it's okay. I'm gonna get him back. He don't know that, but he gonna know it now. I'm gonna get his ass back. So he showed me the video. We got proof. So it wasn't no ghosts and goblins and no. It was him. Fucking Juju. But I'm not surprised because it is my family and that's what we do, But back to Vegas. So, I mean, there is no wild stories. I don't know what y'all gonna believe or not. I would just say like Tuesday. So that's like our last full day on the strip. We decided to go to that restaurant, Hash a Go at the Links, and have this brunch. Well, it's like a brunch breakfast. I think they close at like 3:00 or some shit. But let me tell you, so I had my burger and my French fries and stuff because I needed something in my belly to like consume all the alcohol and stuff I had consumed the night before. But my girlfriend ordered like a hash breakfast plate, and it had like some vegetables, which was like grilled like artichoke and peppers and onions and some other shit in there, and had like her little sides on the thing. They came out in a whole. It came out in a whole little skillet. Look, if y'all follow me, y'all seen the picture. But when I tell you, like, you know what? I'm gonna pull up the picture right now. So let me tell you, I didn't order my burger, and I was satisfied with my burger. But when I tell you, I seen her plate, I was low key, like jealous. Like, I want to see if y'all can see that. Can y'all see that? Look, it had fruit, it had a biscuit, and when she said that biscuit was like soft and buttery and shit, like she's like, "Here, do you want to try?" I said, "Bitch, I will bite your whole hand off. Like, don't pass me no biscuit. I will look." They did look. I'm gonna tell you, it was they had fruit. The like if you watching your thing, which I was supposed to, as my son be making fun of me because every time I don't know for men, maybe it's different for men, but like for women, every time there's a trip coming up or like the banquet coming up or some shit, I'm like, "Ooh, I gotta lose 10 pounds. I'm gonna lose some 10 pounds. I'm gonna lose these 10 pounds." So my son, which I know he get it from me, my son said, "Oh ma, you're gonna lose your forever 10 pounds," because he said every time you go do something, you gotta lose 10 pounds. He's like, if that's the case, I'm like, shit. If that was the case, I'd have been skinny already. So I did not lose no 10 pounds. But so this was the one. Oh shit! I'm gonna show y'all because I don't know if y'all be following. You see that knife? Did it toe? Look, that shit was banging. You see that big ass knife in the thing? That's the burger I was talking about. But yeah, that's Hash a Go Go. I mean, I think they have different locations. This was the drinks that we got. So the one I had was the watermelon, and that you take them cups home, and they're kind of like tilted. So I was like, I'm looking at the cup, and it's kind of slanted, right? And I'm just like, am I still fucked up from the night before? Cause like, or is my cup crooked? I wasn't in my right mind. I mean, I'm just saying, like, I wasn't in my right mind. But I mean, and that's basically, we went to go eat. We walked around some more. They seen like the Venetian, the Venetian. They got the little clouds in the top and the little gondolas and stuff. We did come back. That we did go back to the hotel room, and when I tell you, them other things we was doing kind of was hitting. So like she took a nap. I ended up going by the pool for a little bit, took another nap. We came back, I took another nap. Like I was taking naps on Tuesday. Y'all didn't see me posting too much on Tuesday because I was like, I man, look, it was because we were so relaxed. And that was what the trip was about. You know what I'm saying? The trip was about just getting back like a reset button almost. You know what I'm saying? Like letting all that shit, that the built up shit, I let that shit out, go. Sometimes you need it, whether you take a trip to Vegas, whether you go get a massage for yourself. Like I needed that as a person, not even just as a mother. So I think it'll go for men too. Like if you just need a reset, take a little mini trip. You ain't got to go to Vegas, but whether you go get a cabin in Michigan or some shit, I don't know. Go get you a hotel in downtown Chicago or something. That's what I needed to do for myself. And hopefully I'll be taking my kids on the next trip. We're going to Mexico for like the New Year's and shit. So hopefully that happens, and then I don't have to get, because my children don't give me a guilt trip. Oh, you're going to a pool, mom? Why ain't you taking us, mom? I said, because I'm trying to get away from y'all. I don't want y'all with me. I'm trying to like not be a mother, even though I was still a mother because I was still like waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning, Vegas time, and texting my OG like, remember, are you guys awake? So I was still on mommy mode, but my body is just like, like your body just gets so used to waking up at a certain time that even in Vegas or whatever, my body was still waking up at 8 o'clock Chicago time. So at 6 o'clock in the morning in Vegas, I'm up. Like, what the fuck am I doing up? I'm supposed to be asleep. So I do my little texts, and then I would go back to sleep, but still wake up around 9, 10. It wasn't no sleep until 2. But I will say Tuesday, we didn't even leave the hotel, I think, till like 8:30 at night, 9 o'clock at night. So we just went to go, like, we drank some more, did some other stuff, and then we just walked to go see the what is that hotel? The Bellagio. They got all that little water fountain display thing that they so what I didn't know about the Bellagio. So it said that every 15 minutes they do this little water show thing. So to my understanding from a previous trip, that little water show that they do in front of the Bellagio, which I think you guys seen it in like Ocean's 11. It's come out in a whole bunch of movies. That those water things are supposed to like mimic showgirls, like the legs of a showgirl or something like that. So so we seen one of the shows, and then by the time we got to the other end of it, because we stopped and took some pictures and shit like that, and they ended up starting up another show, which was like a whole different music and a whole different show. So I'm like, I didn't even know they had two different shows for that. So if y'all ever go, stick around when you get to the Bellagio water fountain thing in front, because they had two different songs. So they gave you two different shows, which the second one was dope. That one was really nice. And then we walked down to the Mirage where they had the little volcano thing. Look, I did not remember this from previous times that we went there. So they do this volcano fire show, right? And when that fire really come up, and I'm telling you, I'm not even standing at the gate. I'm by the damn curb. You feel me? So when that whole fire thing came up, I can feel the heat. So I don't even know what them people that were standing like right up on the gate, like really close to the damn rock where they was shooting up the fire. Like I said, oh no, y'all ain't finna catch my hair on fire. I stood back there, but I could feel the heat that came away from that damn show. I'm like, oh, but that was pretty nice. So that's something that you can go and see. If you're out there and little children and stuff. I don't know. There was like a lot of kids out there. And I know there's things to do with children. Is look, he's showing the little light flicker. Look, y'all. Look, see that shit? See, look.
Yo, that's wild. That's wild. That's wild. Quit playing. Who just did?
I know they're done with their.
Where's Juju at?
High-tech fucking shit.
No job. I don't.
See? Over here talking about the Ouija board and all that stuff and everything, and see what happened. She over here talking about cupcakes.
Look.
I feel like something calling on my back, man. Look, I'm not paying with job.
We didn't do that.
Don't lie.
I swear to God.
Put it on your mother.
I didn't do that.
I should have Juju swear on his mama.
Swear on your mother.
I didn't see no. I don't know what's going on over here. I'm on the baby. I'm right here.
I told y'all.
Oh, that's crazy.
Hey, play it back. It was just partial lights. It wasn't all of it. Play it back.
Look, I swear to God, I'm getting the heebie-jeebies. Look,
Hey, we might have to
why you hugging her? You watching all these horror movies and you hugging your sister. You need to come and hug me. I'm over here. I want to pee already. You know I got to pee. I'm really have to pee.
I'm trying to figure out how to talk.
Look, I'm telling y'all. Did you see the lights flicker? Man, and the light switch was right there next to my nephew, Juju. I'm telling y'all got to go back and watch that episode. That shit was funny. Now I can say it was funny. It wasn't funny when I was experiencing. I'm telling y'all think I was joking. I was feeling shit like crawl up my back. I said, no. I'm telling you, when you get scared, you just got to I just be wanting to go. I'm not. I told y'all in that last episode, I am not what. Look, if some shit fall in this motherfucker, I'll get up and fucking get the fuck out of here. I'm not one to be like, ooh, what's happening? Let's figure it out. Fuck that. I'm out. I'm gone. So no, I don't do all these little scary movies. Look, my girlfriend who's having this birthday party on Saturday, she done put videos up of like her decking out her house, like almost like some scary shit and stuff. I might be punching a few of her little mannequins because I don't like that shit. And then she was just like, oh, you can bring Nas if you want to. Nas more of a chicken than me. No, my son will be like, I'm not going in her house. So I'm not even gonna bother to bring him. He not even like, nope. She had something hanging from the front of her tree, and he had me walk around the whole damn yard to the driveway to get into the front of the house. And then you think I'm gonna take my baby into this little scary ass house, haunted house theme thing that you're doing for this Halloween thing? He's not gonna have nightmares on my watch. No. But yeah, so go back and check that episode. I don't know, Maurice, if you're going to like put the video up of did I send it to you? I think I sent it to you with the evidence that it was my nephew Juju that did flicker them damn lights. My brother talking about I gotta get an electrician. I don't believe him. It wasn't no damn electrician. That shit I knew. Like if that look, do you understand that if it didn't show my nephew flickering them on and off lights, like I will never go back to that damn barbershop ever again. No. I support you, nephew. Congratulations on your grand opening. They were able to open this past Monday legitimately. They taking on clients and shit. Like I said, they got the esthetician out there. He doing this whole, like, if you getting bald and stuff, he hooking y'all up and tattooing the shit out your scalp, doing haircuts, all of that shit. Like, I support you in that. But if that was that video didn't show my nephew flickering them damn lights, I wasn't going. Nope, I'm not doing it. But let me tell you something real quick. So I get on this airplane and I'm riding Spirit. If y'all ever rode Spirit, y'all already know what that trip is like. And it's a 4-hour trip. But I tell people all the time, like, I don't mind flying because, and it don't matter what time of the day. If I take it 6 o'clock in the morning, I take it 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't know. Something happens to me when I get on the airplane. I put my little headphones on. I'm done. I put my music on play and I just be sitting there like nutting off. I don't even be tired, bro. I just be like, oh shit. And I don't even like next time I'm gonna bring me a little neck pillow thing. But I would going, it was 6 o'clock in the morning. I was tired. I fell asleep. I think I woke up 30 minutes prior to landing. Cool. Coming back, my flight was at 3 p.m. Vegas time. So that would be 5 o'clock Chicago time. I done fell asleep. I was sitting there thinking I'm gonna stay up. I done downloaded like the House of Dragons, the last episode, because I'm following that stuff. So I done downloaded the last episode. I didn't watch it on the trip, so I downloaded it. So at least I had an hour to kill on the plane because I really didn't think I was going to fall asleep. I didn't think so. So I don't pay for no seats because I'm by myself. So I'm just like, you stick me wherever. All I'm going to do is put my headphones and go to sleep. So they gave me a middle seat. All right, cool. I was all happy, right? When I was going to Vegas, because I said, it's A, B, C, right? So it's window, middle, aisle, and then it goes D, E, F. So it's aisle, middle, window. So I had 31F going to Vegas. So I said, ooh, F, that means I got a window seat. Oh, okay. I was the very last row. When I tell you the very last row, I had no window, none. But it's okay, because like I said, I went to sleep, and there was nobody sitting in that middle seat, so I had some room to stretch out a little bit, right? So coming back, I got the middle seat. I had E. But the good thing about that one was I was actually towards the front. I think it was like aisle 13. So I was in the front of the airplane, and I had the middle seat, though. So then I go, some little dude was by the window. So I sit down next to him, right? And then I had a lady. Luckily, them two people were skinny. So, took some space up, right? So but I'm sitting like this because I'm trying to like not be in their space. So do you understand that my body hurt? Because I'm trying to like compact myself in this whole little ass seat that don't recline, that got barely any freaking cushion and shit. But I fell asleep. This lady was talking about safety shit and I don't know, whatever, and the mask things and all of this stuff. When I tell you I was nodding off, I was like doing that shit. Or I'm all on this man's side. I'm all on this lady's side. So I'll be trying to compact. I'm holding in. Then I had this little Luxor cup, the $30 drink. I said, I'm going to keep that cup. I'm going to take it back home with me. I should have brung it right now to use it from a drink, but then I probably would have drank the whole bottle. So that's probably a good idea that I didn't bring it. But do you know this man got to talking shit? Well, not like talking shit like that, because then I probably would have got off the plane. But he was talking about, so he was connected to the people in the front row in front of us. And she was just like, oh, I hope a big person don't sit next to me, so we have some room and all of this shit. And I said, okay. She's talking in Spanish though, right? So then I sit my big ass next to this man, right? And he was like, oh, but the airplane was getting a little hot because I guess, I don't know if they had not started the plane or I don't know, whatever, but it was getting a little warm in there once all the people got on the plane. But once we started moving, then it cooled down, right? But anyway, so he talking about like, I'm hot. I'm always hot anyway, regardless of whatever. So I turned to look at him. I said, oh, shit, if you always hot, then I ain't going to make it no better because now you got all my body heat next to your ass. And I ain't little. He turned around, was just like, oh, my God, I didn't know that because they were talking in Spanish. He's like, oh, my God, I didn't think you understood us. I said, oh, yeah, I don't speak it, but I understand Spanish. I know everything you said. And I looked at the lady in front talking about big people and shit. Sorry. I'm like, you better hope that the lady next to me or the person that sits next to me ain't big too, because you really going to get squashed because hey, there's only so much space. Somebody going to have to get. But anyway, she was little. And I just felt bad because I knew I fell asleep for like about 2 hours. And then I got up and then I watched my little show. And then there was still like almost like 45 minutes for us to land. Do you understand that I still was nodding off? Like, I don't know what it is. Is it the air in the airplane? I don't know what it is about this damn airplane that when I get on there, I am knocked the fuck. I can't stay up. I cannot stay awake. I don't know what it is. But anyways, I told the lady next to me, I said, you know what? I'm so sorry. I hope I was not snoring in your ear. Because she was all the way like this. She was all the way pulled to the side of the motherfucking in the aisle. And I told her, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Was I snoring in your ear? Because a bitch do snore. So I'm like, she was like, no, you weren't even snoring or making no noise. I said, oh, but see, like, okay, don't make fun of me, y'all. So ever so often, if I'm not snoring, I moan. I have no idea. It's not that I'm having dirty dreams. It's not none of that shit. But ever so often, when I'm sleeping, I'll let out a moan. Not like a moan, like I'm doing some other stuff, but just like a moan. I'm not gonna do it right now on the show. But like I don't know if it's just me like breathing, like where you just let out a breath, but it comes out like a moan or some shit. Like I know I do that sometimes, so I kind of woke myself up every once in a while. I thought I was moaning, but she was just like, "No, you're fine." I said, "Oh, okay." I look, and I told the dude like, I found myself leaning on his ass. So I'm like, "Oh my God, was I like leaning on you? I'm so sorry." I hate having that damn middle seat because when I'm asleep, I be going everywhere. But anyways, I made it safely. I made it to security. I didn't get arrested. I'm back home and back to the bullshit. Like today, I'm telling y'all, work, practice, and now I'm back doing this thing. And then once I get home, it's back to mommy world. So that basically sums up my trip to Vegas. I know y'all probably wanted to hear some like exciting rah-rah shit, but like I'm getting old now. Well, that's all that I'm going to share with y'all. There's some other shit happen, but you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not for everybody to know. I can't tell what they say. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. I gave you the PG version. Oh, no. I gave you the televised version because, PG stand different for me. If y'all caught old episodes of some other podcasts that B-Side Studios have, then y'all know what PG stand for. If you don't know, then, you might need to go and search. That's what I do like, though. I do like that when my name is mentioned on another podcast, that it's all laughs and giggles and hee ha-has. Because that's basically all I'm trying to do. When people hear about like, oh, what's your podcast about? I don't really, like, I just be like, it's just about life shit. Like, what can we like not talk about on this show? If y'all got some suggestions or some things that you want me to talk about, hey, send them over. I'm open to ideas. You feel me? Like, this is not no show. Like, this is for y'all. You feel me? Like, I just be talking. And, so I be trying to like just connect what be happening in the real world to shit that I hear at the salon, to shit that just be going on in real life. You know what I'm saying? So like, I be telling people like, this is just a real life show. Like this is not just about love. this is not just about me. This is not just about like, my kids or nothing. Like, this is just about some general shit that, I just be talking about, and I be just trying to share stories, because at the end of the day, if I can help somebody feel a certain type of way, make your week better or whatever, that's what the show about. So if y'all got some suggestions, but tread carefully, because I might cuss your ass out at the end of the day. But if y'all got some suggestions or some shit you want to hear, again, we did have the Just As Just segment. You know what? I kind of got away from that, but we can bring that back. If that helped you, then shoot, let me know. Let us know. Hit me up. Hit up Maurice. Again, y'all want to sponsor a show. It's not just about money. You feel me? I be trying to support everybody. So if you got some of this, if you got some link, if you got, you know what I'm saying, some clothing and some shit, talk to a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I'm bendable and stuff. I be trying to help the people. But did y'all, if you follow B-Side Studios, if you don't, please do. They're on Facebook, they're on Instagram. Follow the YouTube channel. I know they came out with a new podcast this past Monday called Nerdium. If you are into all the anime stuff, comics, just art, that artsy kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, tune into that show. I found it funny. It was a great, medium. I mean, there's so many shows that B-Side Studios is producing right now that, like, there's something for everybody. You feel me? So tune into that. I know that just came out this past Monday. Look up B-Side Studios on Facebook and go follow Nerdium, Mentality Tea, Buzzin' Bizzle, Delicious Dior, me. I know they got word of mouth coming out. I mean, there's just so much that B-Side Studios. I mean, get in tune. You feel me? But I think there's some other, a bitch got to learn how to when to shut up. So I'm learning that right at the moment. I'm learning that. But yeah, I think that's about all I'm gonna say. Yeah. I think I'm done with my trip to Vegas. So this was a very low-key trip. Again, like I said, depending on the people, depending on your vibe, this was just for me to get away and put a pause on everything. But then now I'm back into the shit. But I feel great. You feel me? I feel great. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you say, like, the weight on my shoulders is gone right now. So now we back to building the shit, and until I take my next trip. Which I'm telling you, I'm serious, y'all. Like, if you want to do a Sippin' N Trippin vacation, I'm with it. You feel me? Like, my birthday's in February. We can do something like maybe March, April, depending on what y'all schedule is like. Like, hit me up, send me a DM message, whatever. I don't think it has to be a girls' trip. I think it just could be an everybody trip. Like, whoever wants to go, let's go. Let's have a ball. Let's have a great time. We can set some shit up, put it out there with the destination, the dates we're going to go. And whoever wants to come, let's rock. You feel me? Let's rock out. But other than that, I think that's pretty much it. I might be missing some shit. But again, I was just on vacation mode. The last show, I forgot my notes. This show, I ain't make no notes. Look, there's probably stuff I didn't mention. I know some shit I did purposely leave out. I think that's it. So make sure you tune in. Share this with your friends, please. Share it with your enemies, because if you want me to talk about them, they want hey, I can do that too. You feel me? But the next episode is going to be back on Wednesday, November 2nd. I think that's what it is. Let me make sure, because I'll probably be sitting here giving y'all the wrong information and don't even know. Yes, November 2nd. I'm actually gonna have my girl on there. She actually started like an Instagram thing during COVID. And just her cooking and shit. And I figured, look, I done ate at their house. And when I tell you they got some, and the thing is, it's not just like her. It's, hey Nancy, that's Nani, hey. But it's not just like her cooking, like her husband likes to cook. And like when they go out to eat, they like to mimic what they like eat out at and stuff. And I've ate at her house. And if y'all follow me, I don't put her daddy on there. Like they are a hilarious ass family. So I figured, you know what, with Thanksgiving coming up, like maybe we can show you a dish. I don't know how we gonna like do that whole show, but I'm gonna have her on because like the bitch can cook. So and I like to eat, so maybe she can feed me that night. I'm just saying. Idea. So we're gonna talk about Thanksgiving foods because you know after that fucking we done hit November. Like look y'all, November is in 2 fucking weeks. 2 weeks. That means the end of this year is in like 2 months almost. Like it went by too fucking quick. Too fast. Like it we need to pump them brakes a little bit. Cause like I swear to God, we just celebrated fucking July 4th, like yesterday. But anyways, thank you for tuning in. Share this page with everybody. Like the page. Send me your comments. Let me know what y'all thinking. Other than that, thank y'all for tuning in. I will see y'all in 2 weeks. Remember, we back on Wednesday, 8 o'clock Central Time. Thank you. I love y'all. We out.